Dragon Episode 7 begins with a haunting dream, one that blurs the line between prophecy and reality.
Our characters'
Westeros,
deepest wishes,
dreams are
most
never
secret
just dreams.
desires, and
They
fears
reveal
all have the
hidden
potential
truths,
to come true.
foretell the future,
Rhaenyra has
and
come
often
to visit
demand a
her.
terrible price.
Out of nowhere comes
As Helena
Rhaenyra
awakens to
and
find
Adam.
Queen Rhaenyra
You
standing
lie!
before her. The fate of the Seven
Now
Kingdoms
Daemon
about
is
to
stuck
take
in this
another
really sticky
devastating
position
turn.
in which he has to
Secrets
convince
are
both of
revealed,
these women that
loyalty
he
are
was
tested,
ultimately
even though
trying
the
both
dragons
feel like
choose
they
their
were
own
wrong.
paths. And one king finally decides
She was
to fight
Sheepstealer's
for his
rider
crown.
all this time.
This
You
is
knew.
everything that happened in House of the Dragon Episode 7.
Rhaenyra has sought throughout the
Episode 7
season to
opens with
give
a haunting
Jace's
dream
death
that
meaning
immediately
and
sets
part of
the
that process
tone
an
for
evil
everything that
enemy
follows.
to discover that
murderer.
The
Rhaenyra
vision
is
filled with
responsible
fear,
and that the whole
uncertainty,
event
and
was
prophecy.
accidental, threatens to
Reminding
rob.
everyone
the Dragon
that in
Riders
this
are in
world,
full control.
dreams are often more than simple illusions.
The dragons
gets
have
really
a mind
ugly,
of their
Very
own,
warnings
and they're the
reveal
ones in
hidden
control.
truths, and expose the deepest desires
Which
and
adds
darkest
another
secrets
element
of
of
those
danger
who
for
Every wish has consequences, and every prophecy demands a price. When Helena suddenly awakens,
Badly,
she
you
finds
want when you
Queen
hurt
Rhaenyra
blame.
standing before
Daemon
her.
fails to be the
Rhaenyra
right.
Daemon
has
has
not
betrayed
come
her,
merely
but
for
Rhaenyra
conversation.
also senses that
She
good
has
as
come
well.
seeking
In
certainty.
this moment, all the
After
tension
everything
boils
she has
over,
endured throughout
and
the war,
finally
she
they
desperately
consummate
needs
their relationship.
confirmation that her suffering serves a greater purpose. She wants reassurance that her rule has been chosen by the gods and that every sacrifice along the way has been part of destiny itself.
you a son. In
Rhaenyra
Harrenhal,
believes
he
that
finds
Daemon
Aemond in dream, but he doesn't
She
know,
asks
and we don't
Helena
know,
to
and
tell
that's
her
how we
there has
wanted
been
to
no
play.
mistake.
During his stay in Harrenhal,
She
he does
longs to hear
question
that
what is
victory is
real,
still hers to
seeing
claim and
Alicent
that fate
after
has
the
already
second
decided
dream.
the
He does
outcome.
question
Throughout
it.
episode 7,
More
we
than
establish
anything else,
Daemon,
love
Ellen,
tries
and
hope.
Alicent.
It's a bit
Yet
hard
that
to
hope
be
lies
the
in
woman
the
who's
transformation.
some evil.
The burden of leadership and the weight of endless
Alicent's
conflict has slowly
mission
begun
is
to
She sees
change
the
her.
nightshade, and so she
Power no
crushes it
longer
into
feels
his
like a
wine, and they
responsibility
have a
alone.
ghost.
It has become
Alicent
something
forgives
that
him
demands
because
absolute
she
certainty.
understands Aemond
The
was
closer
doing what
Rhaenyra
he
comes
thought
to
was
ultimate
best, just
authority,
like she's a
the
way
more
of
she
letting
begins
herself
believing
off the
that every
hook.
difficult decision is justified. Her gradual descent
Idiot.
into tyranny is not sudden but painfully understandable. The same woman who once inspired sympathy now begins
Who are you?
revealing how absolute power can slowly corrupt
What's
even
your
the
errand?
noblest intentions. While these events unfold,
Corlys is captured by
disturbing news arrives.
as
They cut
proof
his finger
that
off.
A
I was like,
strange
why don't you just
dragon
take his
has been
ring?
seen.
But no, they cut his finger off and they
It is
send it to
Sheepstealer.
his son.
Even more
Shocking.
surprising,
Shocking behavior.
the wild dragon already
Capturing
has a
Corlys is
rider.
obviously a massive coup for
strategy.
Aemond. I think he knows about
Shockwaves
status
through
and
everyone
power,
present.
and Aemond, he's a
At the
puppeteer,
same
he plays
time,
with his enemies.
Daemon
My
continues
whisperers
his
tell me
search
that
for
Daemon
Rhaenyra.
Targaryen struck
His
you.
journey eventually leads him directly
Aemond
to her,
learns
where he
of the
discovers
correct
her
beating
beside
and
Sheepstealer.
sees the tides.
For Daemon,
Listen, I hope
this
that you
encounter
might
becomes
believe
far
it.
more personal than expected. For perhaps the first
Lord
time,
Mutun of Maidenpool,
he is
he's
forced
dispatched
to
an army.
confront
They're
his
marching
own
in haste.
failures as a
Since
father.
Aegon left the Red
Looking
Keep,
at Rhaenyra,
he has had very little
he quietly
agency
admits that
over
he should
his
have
own
done better.
path, his own future,
But
and
those
at
words
this
failed
point,
to
You'd
heal
best be on the
his
move.
wounds.
Preserve your own
Rhaenyra has
skins.
spent too long feeling abandoned
But I shall
and
run no
forgotten.
more. If
Every
you do not run,
hardship she
your
has
grace, you will
endured has
die. Then
taught
I'll
her
die
one painful
and be buried
lesson
as a
to
king.
trust no
The
one.
finish line is just
Even when
my
Daemon
destiny.
reaches out to her,
We claim
she
this land
cannot
for
believe his
Rhaenyra.
sincerity.
You will throw down your arms.
Every apology
Make ready to
sounds like
swear
another
your field.
deception. Every explanation feels like another betrayal.
Say to me, I don't stand a chance. What have I got that's going to be a miracle? May it happen now.
I am Aegon Targaryen, dreadful in vengeance, righteous and glorious!
Sunfire coming back is a miracle. Aegon transcends most of this kind of feat.
Dracarys.
At that moment, Daemon finds himself trapped between
moment, and I think people
This is a
will
major
be
redemptive
surprised as to how much they
On
are
with the
rooting
disfigured
for
dragon,
disfiguring an
Aegon.
army as Aegon exults in glory that his dragon has returned, and the entire
but neither is prepared to accept his explanation. Then another truth finally emerges. Rhaenyra has been Sheepstealer's rider all along. The revelation completely changes everything. Throughout the season, Rhaenyra has struggled to make sense of Jace's death. To cope with her loss, she convinced herself that his death had a clear enemy and a meaningful purpose. discovering that the entire tragedy was simply an accident threatens to destroy that belief. If there was no deliberate murderer, then the meaning she created around Jace's sacrifice begins to collapse. For Rhaenyra, this is almost impossible to accept. At the same time, another harsh reality becomes impossible to ignore. People often believe dragon riders control their dragons.
Helena.
The truth is far more
Helena
wakes
to
from
know
her
that
dream to
her
When
rule is
battle
preordained,
becomes truly
that
chaotic,
these trials, that
dragons
this
follow
suffering
their
is
own
part of a greater
instincts
plan,
rather than
and to
human
be
commands.
able to enlist the services
Their
of a
riders
dreamer
may
is
guide
to
them
get
for
a
a
glimpse
time,
of that
but
plan.
eventually the
Tell me
dragons
there has
decide
been
for
no mistake,
themselves.
that I will prevail
Once that
as the gods
happens,
must surely
nobody,
intend to.
not kings, queens, or warriors, remains fully in control.
Ryan and I spoke about this sort of
Meanwhile,
descent into
Rhaenyra's
tyranny. I
emotional
think for both of us
conflict
it felt
grows
super
even
important to
deeper.
do.
She believes Daemon has betrayed her. Yet she also begins recognizing that Mysaria has quietly manipulated her throughout the season, convincing her that every action served the greater good. Years of tension finally reach their breaking point. Unable to suppress their emotions any longer, they surrender to them completely, changing the nature of their relationship forever. Elsewhere, another mystery unfolds inside Harrenhal. Aemond appears to be walking through reality. But neither he nor the audience realizes he is still trapped inside a dream. The line between illusion and truth disappears completely. His time within Harrenhal leaves him questioning everything around him. Even after encountering Alicent, he briefly wonders whether she is truly standing before him or whether another vision is deceiving him once again. As the episode continues, the
That felt
complicated
very legible.
relationship between Aemond,
It felt like an
Alicent,
opportunity
and
to
Alice
take this
grows
relatively
increasingly
sympathetic
tense.
character and use her
Aemond
to sort of
remains
expose some.
deeply attached to
We've
his
seen
mother
something
despite
strange.
everything that has
Sheepstealer.
happened.
He has a rider.
At the same time, Alice warns
Daemon
that
is on a
someone
mission
has come
to-
intending to bring destruction. Hidden beneath quiet conversations, darker intentions begin to emerge. Alicent secretly prepares poison. She crushes deadly nightshade into Aemond's wine before raising a toast beside him. During their conversation, Aemond openly admits that he once tried to kill Aegon. Instead of reacting with fury, Alicent forgives him. She understands that he believed he was protecting the realm, just as she believes every painful choice she has made was necessary. Forgiving him also allows her to forgive herself. Far away from King's Landing, another devastating event changes the balance of power. Corlys Velaryon falls into the hands of Aemond Hightower's forces. To prove they truly captured him, they do not merely steal his ring.
To
Instead,
find
they sever
Rhaenyra. He
one of his
ultimately
fingers
finds
and
her
send it to
with
his family.
Sheepstealer.
We see him have to deal with the idea of becoming a father and juggling a lot
For
of different
Aemond,
human
this
elements,
victory
which
is
perhaps
about
isn't
more
his.
than a prisoner. It strengthens his reputation, increases his influence, and reminds every rival that he is willing to use fear as a weapon. Meanwhile, King Aegon faces the most difficult decision of his life. Since leaving the Red Keep, almost every choice has been made for him by others. Now he finally decides to choose his own fate. His advisors urge him to flee while escape remains possible. Aegon refuses. He declares he will run no longer. If death awaits him, then he will die as a king and be buried as one. His determination inspires both pity and admiration. At the very moment hope appears lost, the impossible happens. Sunfire returns. The dragon's arrival feels nothing short of miraculous.
Point.
Aegon
I should
rises
have done
once
better,
again,
Rhaenyra.
transformed
Nothing.
by
It doesn't quite seep in what he's
Together,
trying to connect with
the
her
Scarred
from,
King
and she's
his
just
own
constant.
dragon charge into battle. Fire reigns across the battlefield. Entire armies are consumed by dragon flame. In a single breathtaking moment, the balance of power across Westeros changes completely. The miracle Aegon prayed for finally arrives. And as flames consume the battlefield, the future of the Dance of the Dragons changes forever.